Hello students, today I am back with another chapter, that is chapter 12, our environment. Each and everything around us is the part of our environment. We get everything, whatever is required for our life from environment. Plants use energy from the sun to grow, and then they provide food for animals. Animal and plants obtain many things from the surrounding. Now, all living things get air, water, food and shelter from the surrounding. So, whatever we get from the environment, these are known as natural resources. Human beings also depend on their environment for these useful things. These resources which nature has gifted us are known as natural resources. Now, as the population is increasing, so the need for these resources are also increasing. Today, scientists are worried about the conservation of natural resources. Why we need to conserve these natural resources? Because over the years, the human population is using these resources, and without any thought, as the population is increasing, they are exploiting these resources. So, a time will come when the future generation won't be left with any natural resources. With the increase in population, more and more forests have been cut down to build new buildings, cities, industries. Then the need of the fuels such as petroleum, coal, natural gas has also increased, and this has led to the overexploitation of the minerals from the earth. The development made by humans and for their comfort, they have damaged our natural environment. As we are exploiting the natural resources, so there is a growing need for conservation of these natural resources. With increase in population, excessive use of natural resources and human activities are damaging the environment, thus resulting the release of harmful chemicals, toxic gases, and which thereby pollute the environment. So the problem of pollution has been growing since 200 years, but over last 50 years it has increased rapidly. As we are exploiting the environment, we are spoiling the environment with different toxic substance, and in turn that interfere with our health and quality of life. Now, these materials or the substance which spoil our environment are called pollutants, and when these pollutants enter our natural resources like air, water, land, they cause pollution. Pollution is the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. These harmful materials are called pollutants. Now, pollutants can be natural, such as volcanic ash, and they also can be created by human activity, such as trash or runoff produced by factories and the gases emitted by the vehicles. Pollutants damage the quality of air, water, and land. Pollution can be of four types: air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, and noise pollution. Now in this chapter we will know about all these different types of pollution. So first begin with air pollution. Air pollution is when unwanted chemicals, gases and particles enter the air and cause harm to animals and damaging the natural cycles of the earth, such as water cycle, carbon dioxide cycle, oxygen cycle. It is caused due to the increase of harmful gases like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, ammonia into the air. These harmful gases are released from the exhaust of automobile factories, and the smoke from domestic fire, forest fire, volcanic eruption also can pollute the air. Human activity is a major cause of air pollution, especially in large cities. Human air pollution is caused by the things such as factory, power plants, car, airplanes, chemicals, fume from the spray cans, and the methane gas from landfills. On the other hand, humans also cause air pollution by releasing the different gases which comes out from the vehicles. Now, another form of pollution is water pollution. Water pollution is caused by the entry of harmful chemicals in different water bodies. What happens? It degrades the quality of water, and it also affects the organisms which lives in the water. Now, how this water pollution is caused? It may be broadly classified into three ways, like the industrial effluents, like all the chemicals coming out from the industries, they are discharged in the water bodies, and thus they pollute the water bodies. During mining and during agriculture, a lot of water is used, and this water gets combined with the fertilizers, chemicals, and then this water run off to the nearby ponds, lakes or river, and that also cause water pollution. Now, sewage disposal and domestic waste. Now, the water coming out from your washrooms and all the sanitation places, like sanitary places, so those water are also released in the water, so that also cause water pollution. And even when in villages the women are washing their clothes, taking bath, and even washing their cattle, bathing their cattle, that also may result into water pollution. Next is land pollution. Now, what is land pollution? Land pollution is a degradation of the land through misuse of the soil, by poor agricultural activities, or it may be due to mineral exploitation, or even dumping the industrial waste as well as the household waste. Now, this all degrade the quality of the soil. Even while doing agriculture, by performing agricultural practices, excessive fertilizers and chemicals, that also degrade the quality of the land and thus cause land pollution. Last but not the least is the noise pollution. When it's too much noisy, and suppose you're going to the market, or if near any occasion or in Durga Puja pandals, then if the noise is very loud, then what you feel very angry and agitated, and sometimes you may feel depressed. These are known as noise pollution. Now, noise pollution damages our ears, and it may cause agitation, anger and depression. Noisy road, air and rail traffic, household noise. Household noise means it may be working of your grinders or any electrical instruments. These are the sound from the industries. These all causes noise pollution. And not to forget the honking of the horns. Whenever you are in the road, everyone is pressing the horns, and that noise is also very irritating. These are the main sources of noise pollution. Now let's know the effects or the harmful effects of pollution. Air pollution leads to breathing problems and other respiratory diseases. It also causes asthma or allergies. It also leads to abnormal changes in the weather pattern, global warming, ozone layer depletion, and it causes the increase in the temperature of the earth. Next is land pollution, and its major threat is due to the accumulation of the waste. It threatens the health of the people living in those areas. Waste decay encourages household pests and slowly turns urban areas into dirty and unhealthy places. Even that waste may be poisonous, and it may result in some pandemics or epidemics due to the bacteria and virus growing over there. Due to soil pollution, the soil becomes infertile and does not support the growth of plants. In this way, a lot of land each year become unstable. Now coming to noise pollution. Noise pollution can lead to nervous disorder, high blood pressure, stress, anger, agitation. And excessive or too much noise may even cause permanent damage to your ears. Now, water pollution adversely affects the life of aquatic plants and animals. Due to water pollution, approximately 14,000 people lose their life. Why? Due to the contamination of drinking water. See, when the sewage or any industrial waste is not treated properly and it is discharged in the rivers or the nearby ponds, then it degrades the quality of the water. If our consumption of that toxic water may lead to some waterborne diseases, and that may result to death. In this chapter, we have learned that due to the human interference, we are damaging the environment. We are causing air pollution, land pollution, water pollution, and noise pollution. Now, we will discuss about some steps by which we can reduce this type of pollution. See, if your school or office is nearby, you can walk or you can take your cycles, and we can avoid using individual cars, and we can go for carpools, like 4 people can use a single car. Now, we should use electricity very wisely. We should switch it off when not in use. We should check for the leakage in the gas or any pipes so that it can be mended. We can grow more and more plants, and we can use or we can promote recycling of paper, glass, plastics. And we should use those things which can be recycled, not those which cannot be. Like, we should abandon the use of plastic bags. Now, plastic bags, these are non-degradable. So using or following small steps or doing little thing, we can avoid pollution. So, in this chapter, we have discussed about our environment and different kinds of pollution, its effect, and how we can control it. Hope you have understood the chapter. So, bye-bye.